we're directly starting to reach out to people to get ready for the summer, to get ready for people coming in. And we don't do many websites. We do them. I love doing them. Not everyone needs one, right? But we come across some shockers, and I want you to think about your website a bit more. It's your 24/7 salesperson. So this is, one I came across today. See if you can see that. But it's terrible. It was built in 2014. It's not mobile friendly. This is the cheapest room is $700 a night. And then if you actually try and book it, it looks like that. Do you see that? Hard to see, but there's 28 options there. 28 options to choose from in the booking engine. And so it just goes on and on and on. That's the booking engine. Isn't that crazy? So you can guarantee the abandon rate of that page is really, really high. Who's going to trawl through 28 options? Now, the really interesting thing is, if you look these same people up on booking.com, there's 5 options. So 5 options with the ability to upgrade each one. So far, far easier to look at and very scannable on booking.com. It's very easy. And booking.com also tell you the most popular choice, which is something I recommend as well. Here is the most popular choice. Well, I'll start there. Okay, yep, that's the 1-bedroom apartment with X views. That does actually sound like me. And then 4 other options for me to consider. So what I think you should do with your website is actually take a look at it and be really honest with yourself. Is it easy for people to see what you offer? Is it easier for them to book? Do you make it super confusing? Do they have to do some really hard maths to work out how much this is going to cost me to actually stay there? And that's why really, really important, not only you do it, but you can also give it to someone else. So give it to a friend, colleague, spouse, and say, could you try book a weekend away in a room that suits you at a time that suits you? And make them really think about when they have some availability to go, choose a room that suits, them, their family. So make them actually think about it, not just randomly choose a room and choose some dates. So get them on their mobile, Google you, find you, start the booking process, and then see where they get stuck. See where they're going, I don't really get this. And see where they might ask you questions. And if you see someone struggling on a page, you just simply say, what are you looking for? What are you trying to find? What's stopping you? And then they'll say, oh, well, I know I can't tell if this has X or this has Y. I don't know the difference between these 2 rooms, all those sorts of things. So we have a very clear way of going through websites and thinking about how they work. And a big part of that is our 3 Ps that you'll see a lot of our clients talk about. Understanding who your client are, your value propositions, who you're designing for. Are you designing for families, couples, retirees? I know you'll probably say everyone. If you're designing for everyone, then it needs to be really, really good. Then, what are the things you need to get across to those ideal guests? And then, how do you flow them through that? So how do you answer their questions? This is what I'm looking for. Split them off to what they need. Are they looking for a couple's getaway, multi-generational holiday? You want to try and get people to where they need to go and give them the options that match. And of course, you want to have photography or video, copywriting that speak to those people, speak to what they often ask you about. If you're getting a lot of FAQs and frequently asked questions, then that's lost from your website. And then how do you get, the minimal clicks to book? You'll hear some people say 3 clicks, others say 5 clicks. It's not many clicks. Definitely not 28 clicks to try to figure it out. Or make it so bad that people go back to booking.com. You want to take those OTA lookers and turn them into bookers. And, we can definitely help you with how that looks, the strategy side, even if you've got a website person in mind, we can help you with that, or we can help you build one end to end, or do procurement. There's different ways and different options depending on what you want. If you want an honest opinion on your website, also hit me up. But look, something like that, a booking engine, that's a super simple fix. You should be able to ring up and talk to your account person and say, hey, something's gone wrong here. I'm on an old version. I need to be moved over. Get a new link, connect it. Pretty simple. And then if you've got too many options, I think that might be the winner. I think my previous record was 22. Less options, less. If you look at something like, if you ever talk to Edwin, it's, ran a huge hotel, like 200 odd rooms. They only had like 3 choices. And sure, you can say, oh, this one's special and this one's that, but really you want to try bring down the options as much as possible and then let people, make any smaller decisions further down the booking funnel. So, oh, well, this one does have a view, or this one does have an ensuite. Which one should we choose? You definitely don't need to give 28 options. So think about the OTAs. Look at how they sell you. How do they sell you on Expedia and booking.com? How are they doing it? Because it might be more successful than how you're doing it. All right. Well, a comment coming through. Joshua, micro-targeting your ideal client sure is the way to go. That's definitely right. Don't try and speak to everyone. Bring it down to who you really want to target. And you'll get people around the edges of that anyway. Great. That's me. You want some help? Let me know. But first, just try book on your website. See if it works. I once worked with a place that said they'd never had any direct bookings. And I was on a Zoom, and sure enough, you couldn't actually book. Their whole payment gateway was broken. They said people always rang them, but no one had the heart to tell them that their booking engine was actually useless and didn't work. So take a look. Have a good day. See you later.